carries from mommy to daddy, from daddy to mommy to boyfriend, from boyfriend to husband, and they carry all of it. They just collect baggages along the way. And so they take it into this relationship called marriage, and they're wondering why they're struggling and having so many issues, and that is because they have not dealt with the pain. And until someone brings it to their attention, they think it's normal to act that way, and it's not.
Yeah, and it's amazing, and you're seeing a quite a bit of experiencing this in counseling with, particularly individually with a lot of women.
Yes.
They think that they're normal because all they know is they're normal.
Yes.
And then when you begin to point out some things and some of their actions that they're displaying and the reason why they're displaying those actions, and they buy a hold to that, then they look back at the time when they told you that they were normal and they say, wow.
I didn't know that I haven't dealt with that.
Yeah.
Because if you're dealing with any form of abuse, rejection, pain, or anything that's unhealthy, unless it's dealt with and brought to the surface, it didn't go anywhere. And so it's impossible for you not to act it out at one point in time in your life. And so you can be having to yourself a normal conversation, and then me and you can engage in a conversation, and I can notice what you can't notice because I was trained to hear different. And so we just have to deal with this because the world is hurting right now.
And here's the thing about that pain that you deal with over the course of your life or in your marriage, or, wherever you get that pain, those painful experiences from. You made a point that they're always going to come out at some point, and you don't see how they're coming out. But they never come out in a positive way.
Never. Because if you were the quiet one in the relationship and the man was the dominant one, then you say, leave that relationship and say, I'm never taking it again. Now you become the aggressor and the dominant person because you promised to yourself that no one will ever do you like this again. So is that a healthy way to deal with it or not?
Absolutely
you
not.
See, and so if you're being aggressive and you're being dominant, both are wrong. It's just the roles just shift.
And the sad part about that is you may initially attract somebody because of that, how you feel initially, but over the course of time, then you're going to be upset because that's, for one, not the way that you want to be, because that's not the way God is. If you're a woman, that's not the way God designed for you to be. And then you're not gonna appreciate and respect everything about that man because he's allowing you to be dominant over him and be aggressive towards him, and you're gonna wish that he would stand up. But then if he does try to stand up, then he's gonna remind you of either that past relationship or that father that you see was that way, and so you got a war. So the only way that's going to be able to be dealt with is if there's total healing that takes place. Normally it's best before the relationship, but if you can find yourself in that place in that relationship, you got to be able to get help. And that's why we push our counseling services, because with our people, a lot of our culture, we don't think counseling is needed, and it's taboo. We always say, in other cultures, it's just an everyday part of necessity.
I always say, if you were able to fix it before and you're still having an issue, it's obvious that you can't fix it yourself. And in a marriage, if you had a model that was unpleasant, unhealthy, then it is obvious that you don't know how to do it alone. And everybody who get to a great place of success always have people helping them along the way. So the moment it's you and your marriage, I don't need anybody, we got this.
Your secrets.
You're already in trouble. And so everybody needs someone, and everybody needs someone that they can be open and honest with and take the mask off to be able to get free. And that's what we have to do, especially in the arena of African Americans in this black marriage situation. Because every time I talk to a different race, therapy is a part of like paying a light bill. They don't have a problem expressing it, and they don't have a problem doing it for the rest of their lives. But we as African Americans, everything is a secret. And we hide behind our pain, and we hide behind all of this falseness, and it's just ruined our community. It's messing our kids up, it's messing up the women, it's messing everybody up, and it is just time to take the mask off and let's get busy and roll up our sleeve and let's fix this.
Yeah, and you have to have somebody. It's one thing to hear the information and then recognize it in yourself. Yeah, that's me. I went through that. I need some help in that area. And then maybe you try to pray to God. We talked about this on a previous show. But we notice that true release comes from you being able to open up your mouth and speak it out of your mouth and tell somebody, whether that's a trusted counselor or somebody that that's me. I'm jacked up in that area. I need help. I'm wrong in that area. I didn't recognize that this is how I've been acting, but now I see this is how I'm acting. I need some help. How do I change? And that's the step one of your release.
Yeah, because you can live half of your life until Jesus comes, or you can live your whole life. And it's a decision. And so your half life is you keeping all of the pain and all of the secrets, and your whole life is when you share it to help someone else's life to change. Because I believe everything that you went through in some kind of form is set up for you to be able to help someone else come out of where they are.
Absolutely.